just to get an idea of what I'm talking about as far as like all the people that are involved in this case and all the people that have been involved in and at least know something that's going on or know what happened in this case, right? Either know that they did something that they shouldn't have done, or that they know more information that they don't want to talk about. These are all the police officers that are involved in the Reading Police Department. Okay, except for Murphy. I think Murphy and Fitzsimmons are on the other page. But so basically, every one of these police officers, especially these ones up here at the very top, like these ones all the way down to here, right? This is an officer that's like does dispatch, I believe, for Shasta. Okay, and then these are all police officers that have a police report or like some type of incident at Kendra's house or my house. Okay, the reason why I have the police report is because Kendra was giving me copies of the police reports that she was getting from the police station. She went and got a bunch of copies of police reports and incidents that happened at her house, and then she gave me the copy. So that's why it says released to Kendra Snyder. She gave it to me. So these police officers, these ones especially at the very top, and then as well as that incident report that I shared a little while ago, they're all privy to this case. That's why the chief of police resigned recently in Reading. The chief of police from Shasta County or from Anderson Police Department, the sheriff from Shasta County, and the CEO, they all resigned. And then not only that, but right before that, a bunch of other employees from the county resigned as well. It was all based around this case. And so these are just some of the police reports that I have. It's not all of them, but these are all police report numbers. And basically, I have the police report here, and it said, this is all the way back. This is January 2020. Okay. January 2020, police officers got called to her house and says, welfare check, mother refusing to do custody exchange, which is a violation of custody order. And then I just go through each one of them, right? Like, so there's that one. This one says right here, X has not been allowing RP to speak with juveniles. That means basically she's not letting me use the phone or letting them use the phone. Call the police. Call me. They're getting abused at her house. She won't let them use the phone. The same exact thing that happened in 2021. It was happening in 2020. Like when you do research on abuse and neglect and narcissism and stuff like that, like these are the signs of someone who is mentally ill, who's not allowing her kids to use the phone to call their dad, not allowing the kids to use the phone to call the police. She was locking him in the bedroom, and Jason locking him in the bedroom, right? She knows this, right? She's mentally ill. She knows that she's doing something bad, dude, but she can't like admit it to herself, right? Let alone like admit it to everybody in their life, right? And so she's giving me the police report saying, look, this is what happened, this is what's going on. And then I just want you to get the kids out of here. I want you to get help, Once like before, dude, this wasn't supposed to be like everybody in the fucking county knowing what's going on. That's going to push Kendra's mental illness into like even more of a, they call it like psychotic episodes and stuff like that when you get confronted with the truth. You know what I mean? With their mental condition. So the more that people like ask her or push her, like dude, she's just gonna fight back, because she's wanting just the kids and her out of here so that she can talk about what's going on. And she probably, it's probably gonna take her years to talk about, especially that she's been up here for, however many years, right? So it says right here, it says juvenile mother and boyfriend were in a 415 last night and prevented juveniles from calling 911. Now, like this is back-to-back police reports, dude. Like this should have been handled a long time ago, right? She should have been arrested. He should have been arrested. This is the second boyfriend that was abusive to my kids, or third boyfriend that was abusive to my kids while they were in Shasta County. Okay, they're getting abused over there. There's no doubt of that being abused. But because she's involved with Stephanie Bridget, the district attorney's office, because she's involved with One Safe Place, they don't fucking do a thing about it. They don't fucking do anything about it because they don't want it to look bad to the public. That's the whole fucking reason, dude. I've had plenty of talks with Stephanie Bridget. She basically she's okay with putting fucking men in prison. She doesn't give a fuck about that. But if they feel like it's a domestic violence situation, then they're gonna fucking defend it no matter what. Well, Kendra lied about that domestic violence situation in Sacramento, and this county's been fucking arguing about it ever since. And not only that, but my kids are getting abused at her house constantly, and they don't fucking do anything about it because they don't want people to know that's what's happening and that they fucked up and made a mistake. So from the very beginning, I mean, like, we're talking like 2018, 2019, 2020, kids are getting abused. Kids are getting abused. I had reports from every, like, counselor, police officer. Back then in 2020, I was basically I just wanted to get the kids the fuck out of here. But then it turned into a huge nightmare because Judge Gibson basically took the kids again. Before that, we were doing co-parenting, you know? So this is this is a 415, and it says juvenile like broke his Chromebook. This was a whole argument. Her mom and Kendra and Jason are saying that one of the kids broke the Chromebook. All three kids are saying that they didn't break the Chromebook, that they were in the bedroom asleep. I'm pretty sure fucking Jason broke it, but he's just being a bitch about it. You know what I mean? And then my kids get blamed. And then because this judge and all these other judges and all these other police officers, I mean, look how many police officers that is, dude. Like how many police officers are at Reading Police Department, dude? I don't know. And that's not even all their names, you know, not including like some of the deputies and some of the police officers at Anderson. You know, this is saying like that juveniles says, I think prevented you from calling 911. So mother and boyfriend also broke juvenile's Chromebook. This is a 415 at her house. Now, this was not called by me. This was actually called by a neighbor or somebody else that was there that was hearing them fight and argue. And that's why Kendra went and got this police report for me. Because the police report that I had, oh yeah, see, okay, so it says, you know, basically that they got called to the house for the 415. This is the second page. And then Fitzsimmons is the guy. Fitzsimmons and Murphy are the guys that showed up at my house and took my oldest son, Jace. So it's just funny that in, you know, January of 2020, this guy's at her house, dude, over a 415. And then February 2022, he comes to my house in Anderson and takes my kid. This guy, Stuart here, I had a problem with. I got arrested for drunken in public by that guy. You know what I mean? So it's the same names constantly, but it's also like the same incidents constantly. You know what I mean? It's not just one guy or one person. It's constant, over and over and over. Here's another one right here. Not being able to see the juveniles. Says the case. It says all recent calls have been civil issue with courthouse. Now look, this is what happens. Okay, what happens is. Because I had evidence against Judge Gibson and Dix and Bridget, Stephanie, Bridget, and Amara, and Gibson and Flynn and Kennedy, with around the end of 2019, 2020, I had full evidence, dude, of everything that was happening, and they freaked out, dude, and they started blaming me for things, like blaming me for everything, dude. Like I was on the track of getting my full custody of all three kids at the end of 2019, and then Jason comes along. Starts dating her in the beginning of 2020, gets her fucking restraining order right away. I mean, like, imagine dating a guy like within a first month, dude, or first few weeks, and he's already beating your kids. And then and then on top of that, dude, that's what I'm saying is like that Judge Gibson needs to be in prison because Gibson knows Jason Lord. They know each other, dude, as well as Sandra Wilson. It's a little group that they have, and they put fucking Jason there at the house to beat the fuck out of my kids and beat the hell out of Kendra. And so that they could control the kids. Well, that happened for over 2 years. By the time it was the end of January, or June, July, and August of 2021, the kids were already fucking getting beat all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then this is what Judge Gibson does every time. It's a custody dispute. It's a civil matter. He fucking takes the kids back. They say they're going to investigate. They never fucking do anything about it. They just keep the kids and fucking torture them, basically. And then if they get in trouble, then they give them back to Kendra. But see, Kendra shouldn't have the fucking kids in the first place. That's what I'm saying. Is like, dude, this is like, there's no fucking police reports like this for me at all. This is another one right here. Basically called the house because of this one right here. It says so the minute that you start going through all like originally the state attorney general was supposed to come up here and go through these case files. You know, this one says that child due to husband having it says WC on children. This is Kendra calling the police on me. Now think about it, okay? Kendra's now dating Jason. This is 2020. Kendra's now dating Jason. He's had a restraining order for 6 months on him. Okay. My oldest son, Jace, lives with me full time now. Okay. So she's not around them anymore. And then my two youngest are back and forth, right? Well, Jason starts beating Jackson Ava, dude, early on, right? So then if they come over to my house and start talking about it, then he wants to take the kids back. Her and him and Kendra, right? So in August, I filed for fucking emergency custody orders, dude, to get the kids out of the house again in 2020. You know what I mean? Like I keep filing these emergency custody orders. So this police report says, isn't it funny how like my phone is like the only phone that doesn't focus? I mean, just look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's because Stephanie Bridget's a fucking cunt and she doesn't want to go to jail. It's because Judge Gibson and his fucking pedophile buddies don't want to go to jail. Look at that. Isn't that funny how my phone is like the only phone that doesn't focus? Look at that. I mean, that's pretty impressive, don't you think? It's because these fucking assholes in Shasta County don't want to fucking tell the truth and they want to lie about fucking everything and they fuck with everything in my life. Dude, all these police officers that I have listed, as well as the DA, right? They're going to fucking prison regardless. And you want to talk to me about it and talk to me about what you know, that's fine with me. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, look at this, dude. They blocked my fucking email. They blocked my fucking focus on my phone just so I can't make a fucking video to show you guys. It's fucking pathetic, dude. These pedophiles are going to jail. Judge Gibson, Judge Flynn, Judge Gibson, Judge Flynn, Judge Kennedy, Judge Ryan for fucking violating my civil rights. Stephanie Bridget, who's been fucking lying about me to everybody. The sheriff's department, who's been fucking lying about me, trying to frame me. These motherfuckers are all going to prison. Don't fucking worry about it. I'm telling you right now, every fucking one of these people are going to fucking prison. Watch. Look at this shit, dude. My phone can't focus at all. Like not one fucking time. The phone can't focus.